One crisp winter evening, Daniel turned to Grace. "What if I told you that our encounters have led to something more profound than I could ever have imagined?" Grace, her eyes glistening with tears of joy as she realizes the depth of their bond, standing under the glow of lanterns. In that moment, they understood the transformative power of human connection, and the art of walking alongside one another. Townspeople gathering, laughing, and celebrating together, reflecting the unity that Grace and Daniel's story has inspired. As seasons continued to change in Everspring, their story remained a testament to the beauty of connection and the truth that sometimes, the most significant steps we take are those directed by Grace. As Daniel grew more comfortable with Grace, he finally opened up about something he had buried under years of shame. "I have a farm," he said one evening, eyes downcast. "It was my inheritance. But after losing everything, I stopped going. I let it rot." Grace raised an eyebrow, the corners of her mouth already forming a soft, knowing smile. "Then let's go see it," she said. "Who says something neglected can't be restored?" That weekend, they walked through overgrown fields and broken fences. It was a mess, but it was theirs. Grace saw more than weeds and silence. She saw soil with potential and a future waiting to be claimed. "We'll come here every week," she said. "Clean up, start planting, use what you earn from carpentry, and we'll build something small," and they did. Piece by piece, sweat on brow and dirt on hands, they breathed life into that farm. Grace later resigned from the library as the farm demanded more of her hands and heart. They bought chickens, then cows, then sheep. Daniel built a small workshop on the land, crafting furniture by day, while Grace gathered eggs, fed animals, and tended the garden, and started marketing their business, what the farm could offer, around the communities and the local businesses and far. They married quietly under a tree they planted together. Soon, they were supplying fresh produce and handcrafted furniture to local markets and shops. The once forgotten farm became their sanctuary, and a living testament that love, vision, and effort could resurrect even what the world had written off. One weekend as Grace was preparing to go to the markets with Daniel, she suddenly felt sick. Daniel panicked, but Grace stared at him and smiled. "What is it?" Daniel asked. "How can you laugh while you feel sick, vomiting?" I am pregnant, Daniel." Grace overjoyed. "I wanted to tell you but got distracted, look." Grace showing Daniel a positive pregnancy test, and she knew what that meant. She stopped going to the farm and stayed home doing only the work that Daniel permitted her to do. Months passed, and Grace started finding it difficult to move around the house. "I will manage," Grace assuring Daniel. No, my love, we need to start making some adjustments. I am most of the time at the farm and the work there is a lot. I come home late and it bothers me. We need to start thinking of hiring employees to help us. The farm is demanding more now and we are doing fairly well. This will also help more families in our community." Daniel was very happy. "So thoughtful of you, my love. Let's do that, thank you. Before I met you, when I was down and out, there were some people who shared the little they had with me. I am thinking we can bring some of their sons in to help here in the farm." "I agree," Grace kissing Daniel on the cheek, smiling. "We also need someone to help us around the house at least until after you give birth." They were blessed with twins. As they were relaxing, Daniel looked at Grace and asked, "Don't you miss the library sometimes?" "Why, Daniel, no. I have everything I ever needed right here with me. This is all I missed. I lacked this in my life even though at the time I didn't know exactly what it was." "Grace, thank you," Daniel continued. "You're truly the sign I waited patiently for. Thank you for giving me a purpose and for loving me. You never looked at me as a homeless man. You saw something more meaningful. I had given up on myself. You are my second chance, my love, my grace." "God's grace is sufficient indeed," Daniel murmured.